Something in your spirit has been calling for a resolution. You've prayed, fasted, and sobbed for proof that your life still has potential. The weight has worn on you, but an unexplained shift in the environment indicates that your most important request is about to be answered. If you've ever considered quitting up, remain right here. Only chosen once. This is no coincidence. God has organized this time to let you know that something profound and remarkable is about to happen in your life. If you stay with me for at least 12 minutes, you will receive indisputable assurance that you are about to make a breakthrough unlike anything you've ever imagined. Before we continue, I need you to like this message. Subscribe and leave a comment 77 below to express your willingness to receive them in their native tone. Leave a second comment. Are you ready for what comes next? By doing so, you're telling the universe that you're ready for instant, concrete benefits and a period of significant transformation. Chapter 1. You sense the vacuum and want more. You wake up every morning with a serpent in your heart, knowing that something important is missing from your life. It goes beyond just desiring a better career or a healthier physique. There's a strong sensation that your destiny is being postponed. You may feel it in the quiet of the night, in the weight of your own uncertainties, and even in the sudden tears that rise up from nowhere. You've wondered why you looked destined for hardship, while others appear to sail through life with ease. However, you can't silence the inside nerves that tell you there's more than nudges, and it's not your imagination. It's God telling you that your purpose is too important to be overshadowed by ordinary turmoil. Nonetheless, the vacuum becomes heavier. Perhaps you've attempted to fill it with external remedies, new relationships, expensive items, or an unending scan through social media. But nothing stuck. The hunger lingers. This is a thirst that only a supernatural gift can satiate. Deep down, you know your spirit is longing for something larger. Some amazement that goes beyond money and recognition. You have a sense that, as one of God's chosen ones, you are intended to bring a particular light into the world. And it hurts when those around you don't notice it. You may have revealed your goals only to be met with contemptuous smirks or well-meaning reminders to be realistic from once supportive friends and relatives. Now, avoid the discussion. I'm not sure how to react to your unshakable conviction in a miracle. Each setback, each day of waiting has threatened to shake your faith. Sometimes you wonder if you misheard God's promise, if you made it up out of desperation, or if it's a true calling. When you look back, you'll see instances of subtle confirmation. Perhaps she came upon a phrase at the exact moment you needed encouragement, or an opportunity that opened just enough to offer a glimpse of hope. These clues were not accidental. They were heavenly breadcrumbs to guide you to your intended rendezvous. Every rung, every tragedy has forged your resistance through pressure, forming a diamond that may seem like a shallow consolation. However, the agony you've experienced is going to set the stage for your coming blessing. This is why you must be alert. The transformation you're experiencing is more than just a random surge of optimism. It's a spiritual alarm clock going off, alerting you to the arrival of something spectacular. Emptiness was always the forerunner of fullness. You had to learn the geometry of the emptiness in order to understand the immensity of what remains inside. As you grasp onto that reality, remember, you're not alone in this. Countless chosen ones throughout the world are experiencing the same restlessness. God is harmonizing hearts and thoughts at the same time, because the gift you are about to receive is not a tiny trinket. It's a life-changing blessing that entails weight, duty, and enormous delight. Keep this in your heart. Your yearning has a purpose. The emptiness was not meant to break you. It was intended to prepare you for the astonishing gifts that would soon transform your life forever. Chapter 2. You're about to get what you wanted when you change your name. You're standing on the verge of a mystery you can't quite explain. It's like anticipating a storm long before the clouds form. You may have attempted assigning the name's breakthrough destiny's favor, but the fact is that the gift about to enter your life defies simple labeling. You only know what is massive, magnificent, and designed particularly for you. Your spirit is more alert, as if every fiber of your existence is humming with expectancy. At first, this exhilaration may seem like anxiousness. It frequently sparks a flurry of queries. Will I be able to handle this blessing? What if I can't bear the weight? Those uncertainties arise precisely because the immensity of what is ahead eclipses any prior accomplishment in your life. Understand that the fact that you feel it so intensely is proof that you're ready. God does not dangle illusions. If you can feel it this strongly, it signifies that your spirit has been steadily strengthened for this occasion. However, you can't help but wonder why it has taken so long. The waiting may be agonizing, especially when your surroundings continue to reflect the urgency you feel inside as you work in a job that barely covers the bills or sit alone in a place that is too silent. You wondered how a blessing of cosmic proportions could possibly find you in such a mundane setting. But that is the allure of heavenly gifts. They defy both logic and practicality. They find you when you are least expecting it, but just when you need it the most. This is why God frequently selects periods of apparent scarcity or inability for big revelations. It eliminates any question that your blessing was arranged by the Almighty rather than by human engineers. You've also noticed a slight alteration in your connections. Some folks are pulling away, leaving you wondering what you did wrong. Others are approaching, apparently out of nowhere. This recalibration is part of getting ready for what's coming your way. When a chosen one is on the verge of receiving an incredible gift, various spirits might coexist with the blessing. These ties are ending, whether via dispute or silently, so you may fully embrace what comes next. Then there are the most unlikely supporters, fresh faces or distant acquaintances who unexpectedly provide advice, resources, or encouragement. These people have been divinely sent to enter your life at the perfect time. They may not fully comprehend what God is doing in you, but they are attracted to help. Welcome their assistance. Take that as another indication. You are on the right track. God frequently sends unexpected messengers to reaffirm your course, assuring you understand that this benefit is yours and that no one can claim to have orchestrated your achievement. Keep in mind that you are not standing on the verge of just any transformation. What's coming will change the way you see yourself and how others see you. It's a vital moment where even the tiniest acts and decisions will have an amplified influence. You may not yet have the words to express it, but your spirit feels the approaching change. It is right there. An anonymous blessing is knocking on your door, asking for a passionate invitation to enter. Chapter 3. Your previous difficulties with training. For the moment, you've wondered why your voyage was plagued by continual difficulties. Why did God allow treachery, financial loss, or sorrow to disrupt your dreams? You wondered whether he was cursed or if destiny had ignored your pleas. But each disappointment and setback was shaping you. Each tear you shed became an investment in your future, preparing you for a prize that ordinary obstacles would never have given you the opportunity to manage. This may be difficult to accept when your scars continue to ache. Flashbacks of people walking out on you, the memories of your bank account going to zero, and the nights spent struggling with depression. These are not random disasters. They're the crucible in which your fortitude and faith were made, like steel and fire. You became stronger with each flash of hardship. God utilizes such circumstances to polish the chosen one, so that when the miracle happens, you do not waste it due to uneasiness or unpreparedness. Consider any famous hero's narrative. They seldom achieve greatness without overcoming adversity. The same pattern applies to you. Your period of difficulty was not divine retribution, but rather a personalized training ground. What better way to acquire compassion than to go through a difficult situation? How else could you build resilience without being repeatedly disappointed? It's in the storm that you realize how deep your roots go. And God intended yours to be deep enough to withstand the immensity of the blessing that was about to arrive. It's also worth mentioning that your endurance has inspired people on the sidelines, even if they never said anything. Some friends or family may have questioned your decisions, but secretly respected your tenacity. Your unshakable faith in the face of adversity has planted seeds in the hearts of many. Now, as you stand on the verge of receiving a significant gift, your breakthrough will reaffirm that perseverance in God's plan is always beneficial. More than a personal win, it serves as a live example of how faith and determination can lead to incredible accomplishments. Of course, the anguish and bewilderment seemed unending at times. You could have appealed with God. Is there no easier path? However, the route to success is sometimes lined with hurdles that need unwavering devotion, even when giving up seems easier. You prayed when skepticism seemed more sensible. You may have tripped, but you always got back up stronger and wiser. That distinguishes the chosen ones. They may bend, but they don't shatter. They may mourn, but they do not lose hope. All of these experiences are now colliding into a single moment. There is a cosmic payout for every tear, grief, and near-death experience. The next door that opens will explain why you had to go down so many dark passages initially. It's as if the problems themselves were keys, each forging a piece of the lock you're going to unlock. So don't be bitter about your previous battles. Accept them as a training program established particularly by God to prepare you for a supernatural talent that takes more than just a passing desire. It demands the seasoned determination you've acquired over innumerable trials. Chapter 4. You must distinguish between genuine and counterfeit. You are at a crossroads where several doorways beckon, each offering some form of achievement, satisfaction, or love. Not all doors, however, come from God. When the adversary feels you are about to receive a great benefit, distract, yawn, and opportunities surface that appear to be sparkling but are traps. You must be vigilant. Chosen ones frequently encounter counterfeits intended to derail them just as their true breakthrough is about to occur. Discernment is your protection. Is there a relationship or arrangement that requires you to violate your essential values? You can be confident that it is not a supernatural gift. God's gifts raise you without compelling you to compromise your integrity, tranquility, or dignity. Consider how these offerings make your spirit feel. Do you feel turbulence in your heart? Do you find yourself justifying your actions despite the fact that everything feels dangerous? That restlessness is a warning from your spirit. Another warning indicator is a sense of urgency. Without clarity, God's actual blessings may arrive unexpectedly, but they are rarely accompanied by manipulative pressure. Be aware of anyone who pressure you to make a quick decision, especially if the suggestion has a significant influence on your finances, relationships, or spiritual life. The adrenaline surge of large possibilities might make tiny adjustments difficult to detect. Step back, pray, and believe that if it truly is your blessing, it will not leave simply because you sought knowledge. Counterfeits frequently look to be a near-perfect mirror of what you've asked for, but with minor distortions. Imagine you're looking for a soulmate, and you meet someone who says all the right things but insists you cover your face. Alternatively, you seek financial stability, and a job offer arrives with treble the money, but in a setting that undermines your principles. These near misses are designed to put your faith in God's timing to the test, as well as your commitment to your beliefs. The difficult aspect is that counterfeits now meet your immediate demands. They deliver a transient sensation that mimics a genuine blessing. However, the flaws gradually disclose themselves. The individual who appears helpful begins to undermine your goal. The work that paid quickly diminishes your enthusiasm to the point where you scarcely recognize yourself. By the time you realize it, you've spent energy and resources that are impossible to recoup. This is why you must remain firm in your belief that God's gifts come with a sense of serenity and alignment, even when they go outside your comfort zone. Yes, His benefits may demand leaps of faith. However, these jumps feel choreographed rather than compelled. You'll see confirmations aligning up with relevant passages, unusual notes from pals, or an unwavering quiet in your soul. That's how you know you're dealing with heavenly favor, not a forgery designed to harm you. Before making any important decisions, your greatest defense is to reflect on yourself. Talk to God, tune into your spirit, and compare the circumstance to the principles you hold dear. The more you exercise discernment, the quicker you'll be able to tell what's genuine and what's not. Remember, the opponent would not bother sending decoys unless he was about to do something extraordinary. Keep your eyes open and your faith strong. The genuine gift is worth the wait, and your discernment is essential to preserving it. Chapter 5. You are unlocking miraculous favor for faith. You fought with uncertainty several times, but each time you were able to keep pushing forward on the basis of your faith, which, no matter how little it may seem, is the money of the spiritual realm. While the world assesses achievement by credentials or chosen ones, no unshakable belief generates favor that money cannot buy. And you're about to see it personally. Faith might appear frail, especially when the circumstances indicate that nothing is improving. But religion makes a bold claim about invisible things. Every time you accepted God's plan over your limited perspective, you established a connection to supernatural supply. Now, those linkages are about to produce miraculous outcomes. Consider a situation in which you were unable to pay a debt. Perhaps you prayed or hurriedly wrote in your journal. Now make a path. Then a check arrived, or you stumbled into unexpected money. It may have felt like chance, but it was actually a peek of what faith can open on a larger scale, whether in professional connections or doors you never believed were conceivable. Faith also changes your perspective. You progress from responding to unpleasant conditions to expecting positive results. This sensation of expectation acts like a magnet, attracting opportunities and people. It is not magical thinking, but spiritual harmony. God pours via the channels you create with your faith, aligning blessings to cross your path at the perfect time. Some may label your faith foolish, supposing that it is a loan-covered reality. However, miracles contradict ordinary reasoning. While facts are important, they cannot take precedence over heavenly power. Yes, the facts can indicate that your credit score is too low. Warrior potential is unproven, yet if God wills it, no statistic can prevent it. That is the core of supernatural's favor. This does not imply renouncing common sense. Instead, you combine faith with responsible action, doing what you can while trusting God to accomplish what you cannot. Good timing is never wrong. The minute your back meets the wall, everything might change. You have not gone through adversity for nothing. The favor heading your way is powerful, intended to affect you and everyone who observes your path. So hold tight, even if things appeared bleak. Faith is the gasoline that propels you toward the benefit you have been promised. Each day, you maintain hope. You are creating a reality that will soon emerge in astonishing ways. revealing God's extortion of ethereal goodness. Chapter 6. Your preparation necessitates decisive action. You can be tempted to sit back and hope God dumps this gift in your lap. However, heavenly benefits frequently require a human trigger. You envision the blessing as a seed of potential, and your deeds as the rich ground in which it flourishes. Chosen individuals are not passive spectators. They call on God, combining faith and determination to achieve exceptional outcomes. If you're wondering whether to apply for a challenging job, share your experience more broadly, or interrupt an unhealthy pattern, this is your moment. You spent months or years preparing. Don't give up now that the chance has presented itself. Boldness can come with risks, such as rejection or shame. However, failing to attempt is the only genuine failure. Each act of faith indicates that you are ready for the gift that God is going to provide. Inaction, on the other hand, sends confusing signals, as if you believe the promise but want to stay in your comfort zone, where destinies rarely thrive. Boldness and recklessness require both prayer and strategy. Reset your selections, pray for them, and then act decisively. Look for speedy confirmations, unexpected telephone calls, advice from strangers, or timely emails. These are not just coincidences. They are divine nudges that tell you to keep going throughout this critical stage set. Firm borders. When people sense you're approaching a favorable season, they may try to capitalize on your momentum or create doubt. Maintain your attention. I value gracefully declining invitations that sapped your energy or conflicted with your bigger purpose. Maintaining a clear head and a determined attitude is critical to completing your task. Above everything, maintain an open and eager heart. Every daring move is like a key turning in the lock of heaven's door, bringing you closer to receiving the full measure of your blessing. This isn't luck. It's a combination of unwavering faith and impeccable timing. Your activities count because you are boldly going ahead. You are proclaiming that you are prepared for the answer to your prayers. Once God senses your preparedness, the delivery of your miracle speeds in ways that transcend conventional understanding. So take aggressive, targeted action. Combine it with prayer, thankfulness, and a cautious expectancy. You are on the verge of something spectacular, and every bold step you take helps to make that promise a reality. Chapter 7. You are prepared to welcome the remarkable. It's as if you're standing on the brink of a big ocean, about to plunge into unknown depths. The anticipation excites and unnerves you at the same time, yet your heart verifies that it is genuine and will happen soon. You, the chosen ones, have endured while waiting, sharpened your judgment, awakened your faith, and prepared to take strong action. All that remains is to accept, yet receiving this is passive. It is an intentional preparedness of the spirit to like, subscribe, give, and remark. 77. You have previously said that you are open. Allow your heart to repeat that proclamation daily. Each morning, state that you are prepared for your blessing, and each night, thank God as if it has already arrived. This constant thankfulness acts like a magnet, attracting the remarkable into your life with astonishing rapidity. Do not expect your miracle to come in a typical box. God frequently wraps benefits in ways that test our assumptions. A job offer might develop into a creative cooperation. A potential companion may arrive when you are preoccupied with something else totally. Maintain flexibility and openness. The unusual seldom fits with our narrow plans. When this blessing occurs, it will not just raise you. It will enable you to fulfill a better purpose. Perhaps you'll get a platform to elevate others or fresh funds to help charity causes. A restored relationship might become a source of hope for people who have experienced heartbreak. Whatever shape it takes, your miracle is integral to your role as the chosen one to bless and brighten the world around you. Use responsibly by sharing your tale of getting fuel, love, and charity as part of your heavenly upgrade. Protect your peace. Your breakthrough will not be celebrated by everyone. Envy or misunderstanding may ensue. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your path and recognize the genuineness of your gift. You can only shine brilliantly if your flame is protected from negativity. This is your chance to move with newfound confidence. Allow praise for the location to be complete and faith to replace hesitancy. When storms strike, consider them small disturbances rather than insurmountable challenges. You're now subject to a different set of rules, one based on favor and breakthrough. Each step you take immerses you more deeply in this new world. Finally, revel without reservations. Let your delight be a testament to the dark nights you overcame and the unwavering faith that led you. This is not the end. It's a precursor to a larger chapter. You stood at the doorway, believing that now was the time to pass over and seize the great destiny that had always been yours.